Good day everyone, I'm Hazel Rebelidio Mampo, representing Group 6 of 4NU04. I'm here to present the thesis entitled, The Effect of Health Teaching on Emotional Preparedness for Childbirth Among Primigravidas in a Lying-in Center at Antipolo City. Every day, 11 Filipino pregnant women, or some 4,500, die each year. According to WHO, worldwide, there are more than 500,000 who die because of complications of pregnancy and delivery. Contributing to this is inadequate dissemination of information during pregnancy and lack of skilled attendance of healthcare providers, especially to the women of urban poor areas and remote areas. With that, according to Delphine, maternal mortality offers a litmus test of the status of women, their access to healthcare, and the adequacy of healthcare system in responding to their needs. According to Riedman, he said that pregnant women who are prepared for childbirth tend to have less medical interventions, less pain, shorter labors, and have a more positive outlook about the whole childbirth experience. Public health nurses play an important role as a teacher in preventing disease and maintaining the health of the society. Nurses should provide health teachings to pregnant women so that they will be prepared for childbirth. In order to pursue this study, Imogen King's goal attainment theory was used as a guide. In this conceptual framework, there are three components. First is the personal aspect, which is represented by the client, which is under the criteria age of gestation, a primigravida, having uncomplicated pregnancy, and would undergo a normal spontaneous delivery. The second component is the interpersonal aspect, which would be represented by the nurse. And the last component is the social aspect, which is represented by the interaction of the nurse and the client through giving of health teachings, which are proper breathing techniques, proper pushing techniques, knowledge about the danger signs of pregnancy, and what to bring during their date of delivery. All of this results to an emotionally prepared primigravida. In this study, there are words which are very essential. First is emotional preparedness, which refers to the degree of preparation of the primigravidas, which will be measured and interpreted based on her post-test score. Second is high emotional preparedness, which is the classification of a primigravida if she got a score between 40 to 50 in the pre-test and post-test for emotional preparedness, as it is used in this research. Third is the moderate emotional preparedness, as used in this study, is a primigravida with the pre-test and post-test scores within 27 to 39 in emotional preparedness. Low emotional preparedness if the score is 14 to 26, and not emotionally prepared if the score is 0 to 13. The study aimed to answer the following objectives. First, the profile of the primigravidas in terms of age. Second, the emotional preparedness scores prior to health teaching. Third, the relationship between the pre-test scores for emotional preparedness and age among primigravidas. Fourth, the emotional preparedness score after health teachings are given. And lastly, if there is a significant increase in the emotional preparedness scores among primigravidas after health teachings are given. A one-group pre-test post-test quasi-experimental study was done in a lying-in center at Antipolo City. 24 respondents were chosen by means of random sampling utilizing the following inclusive criteria, which are age, which is 14 to 26, age of gestation, which is 3rd trimester, having uncomplicated pregnancy, and would have a normal spontaneous delivery. The pre-test would be given on their 7th month of pregnancy, and the post-test would be given 1 week after. Then the data would be collected and analyzed, then followed by the development of the proposed study, the validation of the study, and finally, the finalization of the study. In order to determine the relationship between the age of the respondents and the emotional preparedness for childbirth, the age of the respondents were first resolved, wherein the mean age is 19 years old, the youngest is 14, and the oldest is 26 years old. the percentage of those who are 20 years old and below is 62.50%, and the percentage who are 21 years old and above is 37.50%. Then the pretest scores were analyzed. It revealed that there are majority of them who have moderate emotional preparedness, and it was correlated with the age of the respondents using the Spearman-Rho. It was found out that there was no correlation between the two. After the post-test had been collected and analyzed, results showed that majority of the respondents have high emotional preparedness. 17 out of 24 respondents were in the said category, and only 7 out of 24 respondents were in the category of moderate emotional preparedness, and none in the category of low emotional preparedness and not emotionally prepared. Based on the results, the emotional preparedness scores for childbirth showed a significant increase from their pre-test scores to their post-test scores when they were correlated. It is concluded that maternal age is not a prominent issue with regards to how emotionally prepared a preemie gravida is. Also, this study showed that there was a significant increase in emotional preparedness scores of the respondents from pre-test to post-test when health teachings were given. The researchers also reject the null hypothesis, which states that there is no significant increase in emotional preparedness scores among preemie gravidas after health teachings are given by the researchers. And lastly, health teachings then are very important in helping preemie gravidas prepare for childbirth. The nurses, midwives, and especially the parents, specifically the mothers, are encouraged to be involved in counseling the preemie gravidas on some of the techniques taught, and as well as discussing with themselves the dangerous signs and symptoms of childbearing to prevent possible complication. Second, to the locale of this research, which hosts many preemie gravidas as well as multigravidas and such, the researchers recommend that they provide not only basic prenatal and postnatal care, but also adequate health teachings to help these women be prepared, be it emotionally, physically, and psychologically for childbirth. And lastly, the researchers also recommend that an experimental study be conducted by future researchers using a two-group pre-test and post-test design to determine maternal emotional, cognitive, and behavioral preparedness. The purpose of this experimental study is to determine with more precision the issues or the aspects in terms of preparedness that needed to be given emphasis. Thank you everyone and have a great day. God bless and peace both for us.